Back, you're watching your trades. Mr. Bagga is with us, and of course, Aditya also on the technical front. Mr. Bagga, because, since you've also mentioned about the corporate earnings, the Q4 earnings, which will be a key trigger to watch out, and we know that Indian valuations have always been steep, and that to be back of the strong earnings. Now, what do you make out of Q4 earnings? Because one part of the argument is this also that the easy basket buying, which was there from last 2-3 years, has also gone by. We need to be very selective, and earning based stocks will only move. What do you make out of the quarter four earnings?
At near to all-time highs, that is a truism that any earnings miss leads to a much sharper correction. So we are priced to perfection or maybe ahead of perfection, but we are expecting a pretty good earnings season. Uh, the sectors that will really shine up would be autos, industrials continue, capital goods continue to do well. IT, there will be challenges as we saw with foreign IT companies giving poor guidance. Our IT stocks also got hit, but I think IT is a contra bet. And 2 quarters down the line, it might be a very different situation, especially given the way our IT majors are remodeling their service delivery towards the AI, towards data and machine learning, which were already there, but a lot of AI projects will now start coming. Globally, what will happen is now the wide dispersion of AI into supply chains, into the manufacturing chains, as well as the service utilities will start. And our IT companies will be well positioned for that. It might take 2 quarters, 4 quarters for the market to start recognizing that, but I think the IT sector could be contra bet. Banks, I think, come back, especially the PSU banks. There's a lot of foreign investor interest that is now rising in the public sector banks. So I think banks and NBFCs will again start performing, and you could see some amount of interest. Pharma, you already mentioned. I think pharma is again well positioned. The issue with pharma is the compliances, and one after the other, some FDA or something comes in, and that disappoints investors. But overall, the sector has got a lot going for it. So industrial, capital goods, railway, defense will get the next boost from the union budget. Again, industrials, infra will continue to do well, and consumption comes back. I'm expecting a better monsoon and rural demand to pick up after nearly 2 years, and consumer stocks are already positioning for that. I think consumption demand will start coming back. Metals, as Aditya mentioned, China will be the big arbiter of metal prices, and I think a Chinese recovery leads to better metal prices, better realizations this year.